All right, we'll get started. The first thing we're going to do a little bit dynamic warm up just to wake up your body. So first we're going to start with our neck. So drop one ear to one shoulder. Okay, look side to side. Look down and up. Make some circles with your nose going to the right. Okay, and then circles the other way. Do some shoulder rolls backwards. Pulling your shoulder blades back and down. I'll do some swimming arms backwards, open up your chest. Okay, reach one arm across your body. Pull your shoulder down away from your ear. Hold a couple seconds each side and just keep switching. One more each side. Okay, now we're gonna reach up and over. Now I'll do twists. Gentle twist at first. One more each side. Okay, pull one knee up into your chest. Stretch out your glute. Okay, next, pull your heel to your butt. And push your hips forward. So make sure that you feel a stretch right here in your quad. One more each side. Okay, now you're gonna pull your heel in and push your knee out. Okay, good. So now we're gonna start our mobility warm up. So we're gonna start with a good morning. So your feet are gonna be right underneath your hips. You're gonna bend your knees slightly, and then you're gonna push your hips back with a flat back. So from the side, you look like this. Stand up and squeeze your glutes. Then with your arms, you're gonna go into a T reach. So pulling your thumbs back. Do 10 of those. Okay, now we're gonna do a reverse lunge with an opposite reach. So you're gonna take a big step back, bend the back knee, and then whatever leg goes back, that arm reaches up, and you pull your thumbs back. So from the side, you look like this. Big step back, pull both arms back. So alternate legs and do 10. So make sure that you keep your hips underneath your body. You're pushing your hips forward, so you should feel a stretch right here. Your hip flexor, your quad. Okay, next we're gonna do a lateral step. So step to the side, then you're gonna squat down, tuck your chin, Pull your hands through your legs and then step your feet together and reach up. Step to the side, crunch down, tuck your chin, step to the side, reach up. Alternate sides. Do 10 total. Okay, we're gonna go back to good morning, but this time you're gonna do it with 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. So step 1 foot right to your heel should be almost in line with your toes, and your feet should still be hip width apart. So bend this front knee slightly and keep the back leg straight, and then push your hips back and fold over. So same thing, good morning, but split stance. And then with our arms, you're just gonna put them up on your shoulders. So keep your feet where they are, do 5 like this, and then we'll switch legs. Okay, so switch legs. The front knee is the one that's slightly bent, back leg straight, and then push your hips back, flat back, keep your head in line with your spine. All right. Next, we're gonna do what's called a frog step back. So you're gonna start with your feet wider than your shoulders. You're gonna squat down, put your hands on the ground, so you're like a frog. Then you're gonna step 1 foot back, and whatever knee is up, that arm is gonna open up and reach up. Then step your other foot in, step the other leg back, and then open up. Make sure you're getting your feet, your heels up by your hands. So switch sides. Let's do 8 total, 4 on each side. Okay. Last one for warm up here. You're gonna do a lateral lunge. So big step out to the side, bend this leg, keep one leg straight. You're just gonna reach down towards the ground and then step your feet back together. So make sure you get a good stretch through this straight leg. We'll do 6 on one side and then switch legs. All right, good. You can grab a quick drink, and then we're gonna start our first main set of exercises. Okay, so if you have medicine ball or a dumbbell and you want to add a little bit of extra weight to this exercise, you can. I don't, so I'm not going to use it today. We're going to do a reverse lunge, so big step back, bend the back knee like your warm up, and as you go down, you're going to rotate over this bent knee. Then you're going to stand up, balance, and rotate over this knee that's up. So step back, rotate here, stand up, and rotate. Try to go straight back down without touching your foot to the ground. So right back into the lunge, stand up and rotate. So from the side, you look like this. So back, rotate, stand up and rotate. So we're gonna do 10 on each side. If you lose balance or you need to put your foot down in between, that's okay. Just reset and come back. So when you're up, make sure that your toes are up. They're not pointed down. So like high knees when we're running. So when you're ready, you can switch legs. So other anchor leg. Big step back, rotate, and then up. It's easy to balance if you pick some spot on that you can see it's not moving. Really pushing through that front glute. You're gonna feel it by the end of 10 for that anchor leg. And always one side, you're gonna have a harder time of balancing. So just be patient. Put your foot down if you have to and reset. Okay. Finish up those. Okay, nice. So while you catch your breath, I'm just going to show you the next thing. So if you do have some kind of chair or bench or the edge of the couch or table that you can elevate your hands on, that would be helpful here. But if you don't, you can just do, we're going to do a push-up. So you can do a regular push-up on the ground. Or you could even do it against the wall to be more elevated, but the wall is a lot easier. But if you do have this, you're gonna do a push up to the bench and then jump your feet in, jump your feet out, and back to the push up. So we're gonna do 10 total. If you're doing a regular push up, then you can, on the ground, you don't have to jump your feet in. But you can do like, you can do a push up and then jump your feet like a jumping jack out and then together. Push up, out, in. So just get up to 10 total. Okay, looks like you guys are done. So the next thing we're gonna do on our mat. So you're gonna be doing mountain climbers. So you're gonna come to plank position. And we're going, if you have sliders, you're gonna use the sliders. An alternative for sliders is you can have a towel, like a small towel on a wood surface or a tile surface that they're going to slide. But if you don't have any of those, I'll show you the alternative with no equipment. But you're gonna do mountain climbers, so we're gonna come to a plank position, and then you're gonna pull one knee in at a time. And then switch. So think about using your core. I'll show you without the sliders now. So one knee in, switch. So you're using your core, but you're also using your hip flexors to pull your knee into your chest, and that's to help you on the bike to get up and over the pedal stroke. So do 10 on each leg. So every time your right knee comes in, count that as 1, and get up all the way to 10. All right. Okay, for our little bit of cardio, we're gonna do squat jumps. So you're gonna start in a squat position, like this, and then jump up and land back in the squat. We're gonna do 2 sets. Well, let's do 3 sets this time of 5. So you look like this. Down your squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then stop, rest for like 15 seconds. And then we'll do 2 more sets like that. So making sure that you're not jumping like this with your butt out in the air. Squeeze your glutes, get your hips underneath you. Okay, 10 more seconds rest. And you can do your next set. So 5 rebound squat jumps. Okay, a few seconds off. Last set. Remember to land softly. So through the ball of your foot, toe, ball, heel. All right, good. Get some water, and then we're gonna repeat that set of exercises. So on your second set, if you want to add a medicine ball to the lunge, you can, or if you have a dumbbell, so you would just hold it at your chest, rotation. But it's up to you if you need that extra challenge today, or if you don't want it, just listen to where your body's at. Okay, so, and try to switch legs. So whichever one you did first last time, do the other leg first. So big step back, rotate over the bent knee, then step up, balance, rotate the other way. 10 on each side. All right, and then you can switch legs over this way. Really hold your core tight through that rotation, and that will help you to balance when you stand up. Stand all the way up through your hips. Squeeze this standing glute. All right, good work. So as you finish up, find your place where you're going to do your push-ups. Okay, so 10 push-ups with that hop in between. Hop your feet in and out. All right, good. We're done with our bench or chair. So catch your breath as you walk over, set up if you have sliders, or come over to your mat for our mountain climbers. All right, so 10 each side. Count every time your left knee comes into your chest, get up to 10. All right, so here we go. And as you finish, when you're ready, we'll do our squat jumps. This time we're gonna do 2 sets of 5. So take a couple deep breaths so you can get ready. Okay, 2 sets of 5 squat jumps. So make sure that your toes are pointed out, or your knees are pointed out to your toes. And then you're putting your weight back on your heels and you squat down. Your knees are out, don't let them come in. 5 jumps. Take a couple seconds and then one more set. All right, here we go. Okay, relax. Good work. Get some water. All right. So you can watch as you catch your breath. Next, we're gonna do a lateral lunge. So if you have the slider or towel, we'll use that, one of them on one leg. If you don't, then I'll show you the modification, or if you don't have a slider. So first round with the slider, you're going to keep your legs straight that's on the slider. So you're gonna bend the standing leg. The slider leg goes out straight, so you're like squatting down or lunging down, and then pull your leg in. So squat down, push your hips back, weight in your glute and your heel, and then pull your straight leg in. If you have no slider, you're just gonna do the same thing. So, but you're not pushing your foot out. You're just gonna squat down, try to tap your foot out, and then stand back up. A little bit more balance and weight because you don't have any weight on this straight leg. But still a good exercise. So let's do 8 to each side. Most important thing is that this front knee is not sliding way over your toes. So think about pushing your hips back, pushing the weight on the standing heel into your standing heel. Standing foot, weight in the heel. All right, after 8, switch legs. Okay. Finish up those, and then if you have a resistance band, we'll use it. You can use a like elastic kind or one with handles. If you don't have anything, of course, I'll show you something that you don't need it. So you're gonna go ahead and stand kind of in the middle of the resistance band, and then we're gonna do a bent over row. So you're gonna come to the same position as our good morning. So you're gonna bend your knees slightly, then push your hips back. You don't have to come down all the way flat back. So you're slightly angled, and then you're gonna pull your elbows straight back. So wherever you need to grab your band to have the right amount of resistance, just make sure you have a flat back. You're holding your core tight, so it's not putting any stress on your low back to be bent over like this. You're gonna pull your elbows back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. So we'll do 12. Make sure you're relaxing your neck, so don't look up or around or anything. Keep your head in line with your spine. So it looks like everyone has some kind of, yeah, if you don't have a resistance band, you can also use dumbbells. You can use a medicine ball to give you some kind of resistance. So 12 times. If you don't have any equipment at all, then you're just gonna do like scapular retraction. So you're gonna start here, pull your shoulders back, your elbows back, squeeze, 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 hold for like 5 seconds, and then slowly release. So you'll do that 12 times. Doesn't feel like a lot the first 3, but when you get to 12, then you'll really feel, as long as you're really squeezing. Okay. So next for abs, we're gonna come to your mat. You're gonna lie down flat on your back. We're gonna do a reverse crunch. All right, so that looks like this. Lay down. Have your hands flat on the ground for some added stability. And then you're going to push, so like do a pike. Push your legs straight up, squeeze your glutes, and then slow as you can, lower back down to the ground. Try not to let your butt hit the ground. As soon as your low back's on the ground, push back up, squeeze your glutes, hold your core tight, 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 slow as you can down. This is very challenging, so if you can't, lower your feet down. If you have something like a table or chair that you can hold on to over your head or a bench, that would help. But otherwise, just try to go down as slow as you can. Like you can hold on to the feet of a couch maybe. So I'll do 10 of these. Okay. Nice job, guys. You'll see by the end of the set of 10, you'll be going down faster. Okay. Now we're down to, whenever you're ready, stand up. We'll do 1 set of 5 squat jumps. Okay, so squat down, jump 5 times. Okay. Good, land light in your knees. Okay, so get water, and then we'll repeat. All right, we're back to our lateral lunge. It's gonna look a little different this time. So take your slider, your towel if you have it, and if you don't, it's okay. So this time, the slider leg is gonna be the one that bends. So you're gonna come out, bend all the weight in your glute, and then come back together. This one's a little bit more challenging. So if you don't want to go all the way out to your full range, then just go halfway, but make sure you keep the weight in your glute and then stand back up. You're gonna really feel your standing leg, the adductor, so the muscle in the middle of your leg, activating, pulling to get your legs back together. So do 8 each side. If you have no slider, then you're just doing it without. Big step out to the side, step off. Think about pulling yourself back though with this muscle. So you can even touch it to make sure that it's turning on as you pull your legs together. Even I'm having a little bit of trouble going all the way out on this leg today. So it's okay if you don't go fully out into your lunge. Progression. So work on something that you're a little more comfortable with. And then as you go, you'll get stronger and be able to do it full. All right, so that one, you're ready, switch legs. Do 8 on the other side. I think this leg is gonna be okay. So always keep your chest up when you're down in the lunge. Don't go like this. Chest up, pull together. Last one. Ooh. 8. All right. After that, we had our bent over row. All right. So if you have your band, come over and stand on it, hips, feet right under your hips, hip width apart. And then bend your knees slightly, hinge over, holding your core tight. And then grab the resistance where you need it. Okay, so row straight back. Squeeze the shoulders together. Back and down, shoulder blades. All right, so here we have 12. $11 and 12. Okay, after that, you can get your mat, and we're going back to our reverse lunge. Reverse crunch, sorry. Oops, I wanted the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so big pike up. Squeeze your glutes in the air, try to get your legs straight, and then lower, slowly, slowly, slowly back down 10 times. Remember to breathe. So breathe in as you pike up. As you lower down, breathe out. A lot harder if you don't give your muscles oxygen. All right. Really good work. Slow and controlled. You're really gonna feel your lower abs turning on. Okay, looks like you guys are done. When you're ready, go ahead and stand up. Okay, so now we're going to do some lunge jumps. So you're gonna be down in your lunge like this, and you're gonna switch to the other side. So jump up, big, can't see. So big jump up, switch your legs and back into the other lunge. We're going to do 5 And gives you 3 sets of 5. So one jump like this, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So try to land lightly in your front foot. After that, we have 2 more sets of 5 jumps. So take your couple seconds to rest. Always pushing through that front glute to launch yourself up into the air. All right, then we have our last set, number 3, 5 jumps. Okay, good. And then get your water, and we have our last group of exercises. Okay. So we're going back to sliders or towels if you have them. If not, we're doing hamstring curls. So if you have a physio ball, you can use that too. Or if you have no equipment, I will show you how to do that. So you're gonna be laying on your back. If you have the sliders, you wanna make sure that they're on the surface they can slide on, so not on the mat. And then you're gonna start with push your hips up. You want your heels to be on the sliders. Push your hips up, and you're gonna push your heels out, and then pull them straight back up to your butt. So pulling with your hamstrings, keeping your hips up the whole time. If that's too hard, you can try doing it one leg at a time. So one heel out, pull it straight back up to your butt. If you have no equipment, then you're just gonna be doing kind of like a bridge, but your legs are gonna be straight. So heels to the ground, straight legs, and you're gonna push your hips up. So this is activating more so your hamstrings when you push your hips up. I know it doesn't look like a lot of movement, but when you extend your legs, you'll feel the back of your legs turning on your hamstrings. Otherwise, you can also do it with, if you have a loop, a resistance band that's a small circle that you can put around your ankles. You can stand like this and pull one leg up at a time. And that will also activate your hamstring. Okay, so hopefully here looks like you got through one set. Do 10 to 12 of these drills. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next thing. We're gonna do upper body exercise. So if you have a slider, you can take it. We're gonna do a plank with reaches. So you're gonna put the slider underneath one of your hands. And then if you don't have the slider, you're just gonna reach and tap the ground. So you'll look like this. You're gonna plank, the hand with the slider, you're gonna reach forward to a diagonal, and then straight out to the side. No slider looks like this. Just reach out, tap forward, tap diagonal, tap to the side. So each arm, do it 3 times. So 3 reaches up, out, and to the side. Then you're gonna switch hands. 3 reaches of each on the other side. If you need to, you can widen your feet in your plank. That'll make you more stable. Okay, So 3 rounds of each of the, so it's like 9 reaches each side. When you're done with that, you can take a seat on the ground. Okay, our next exercise is going to be abdominal twist. So here, you can use that extra weight if you have a dumbbell or a medicine ball. Otherwise, I don't have that today, so that's okay. So you're going to be here. You're going to lean your torso slightly back. Keep your knees and your feet together. If you want to, you can lift them up also to engage your core a little bit more. And then your upper body is going to rotate side to side. So it's not just your hands, it's your whole torso. It's turning. So we're going to do 20 touches. So 1, 2, each time you touch the ground, it counts as 1. So your head should be rotating with your torso. That'll help you make sure you're getting good rotation. Remind yourself to keep your knees together. So reset halfway through, knees back together. Now make sure that you're stabilizing more so with your core and less with your hips. Okay, so up to 20. Okay, when you're done with that, you're gonna stand up. And we're back to our lunge jumps. 2 sets of 5 this time. Almost there. All right, so big side to start on. Big jumps. So don't have to do them fast today. Five jumps, big break. Looking good. Try to jump up, get a little bit of air. Get some height in your jump. Okay, so when you're ready, you can do the other side. Not other side, other set. 5. All right, good. Get some water. We're just gonna repeat our last time. Okay, so we'll be back in the sliders for hamstring curls. If not, so another alternative, if you don't have any sliders, you can do the single leg, kind of like marches. So you'll be up in your bridge, holding your hips up. You're gonna put one leg out and then pull it back up to your butt. Thinking about pulling with your hamstring, back of your leg. So as long as you're thinking about activating that muscle, then you're gonna get some muscular work there. So for that, marches, it would be 10 on each leg. If you're doing the slider curls or on the ball, it's 10 total. But wherever you are, remember, hips up the whole time. Squeeze your butt. Okay. After that, we're flipping over for our plank and arm reaches. All right. So remember, one arm, reach up like an I, reach out to the side like a Y, and then reach straight out the side like a T. 3 of each on each arm. Feet wide if you need more stability. If you want to, you can put your knees down, take a break, stretch out a little, and then switch sides, back up to your plank. All right. After that, the abdominal twist. So take your time, finish wherever you are. But when you're ready, 20 touches, abdominal twist. Okay, here we go. Knees together, feet together, rotating your shoulders and your head. And relax. All right, our last thing, when you're ready, go ahead and stand up. And we have our last one set of 5 of the lunge jumps. Make these your best lunge jumps of the day. Just because they're last doesn't mean we should pay any less attention. So make sure you're jumping up and landing softly. Try not to make any sound with your feet. Let's see if I can do it. Just 5. All right, nice work. So now we're gonna move into, we're gonna do a little bit of dynamic stretch, like cool down, and then we'll do some static stretching so you can lay out your mat again. All right, first thing, let's do a reverse lunge with a straight leg. So you're gonna reach up over your head, step back, keep this back leg straight, heel to the ground, and push this hip forward. So squeeze this glute, reach up overhead, hold for 3 seconds, then switch. Big step back, straight leg, heel to the ground, squeeze your glutes, switch. We'll do a couple on each side, holding like 3 seconds. Okay, last one each side, big step back.
Jackie?
Yes.
Is there a light there? Now with
the light?
Yeah,
you
turn
can't
on the
see
light.
well?
I can't see it too well now because
Okay.
of the sunlight coming in.
Nope. Let me see if I turn on the other light. Is that better? Yeah? Okay, so make sure you did that last one on each side. Okay, then we're gonna do, yeah, I think it's, I don't know, it's where it's focusing the camera. So we're gonna do a lateral lunge. So you're just gonna leave your feet where they are and push your hips to one side, hold for 3 seconds, stretch out the adductor, and then lean your hips to the other side. So we'll do 3 each side, 3-second holds. Switch to the other side. Okay, last one. Okay, good. And I'll do one more kind of dynamic stretch. So you're gonna put your heels to the ground and then reach for your toes and stand up. So stretching out the hamstring. Toes to your face, reach down. You can round your back here. So stretch out through the back a little bit. We'll do 8 total, 4 each side. Then we'll do our static stretching. I lost count. I think I'm done. Okay. So first, we're gonna come down to a lunge. So one knee back, one leg forward. You're gonna put your toes on the ground and then you're gonna lean forward. So your front foot, your hand should be on opposite sides. So you wanna try to get a straight line in your hip. So right here, squeeze this glute, push your hips forward. So you can see my hips are kind of flexed. Not quite a straight line right here. So squeeze, and super, super tight. Just squeeze your back glute, hips down to the ground. Remember to breathe, always stretch. So your heart rate is still coming down. Pay attention and try to slow your breathing. Full big breath into your belly. One more big breath, and let it out. Okay, we'll come back to that, but for now, you're gonna straighten out your front leg and sit your butt back on your heel. So straight leg out. We're stretching our hamstring now. So toes to your face, think about squeezing your quad. That will help to relax the muscle on the opposite side, which is your hamstring. If you want, you can reach for your toes. If you want, you can turn your toes in and out, side to side. That'll help you get to all the parts of your hamstring. If you want, you can just hold it here. Wherever you feel the stretch, and remember to breathe into it. So a couple deep breaths. One more. Breathe in, fill your belly, and out. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our lunge. So just put your weight, push forward, back to your front foot. Get back into that lunge position. Just squeezing your glutes. And now you're going to pull your heel to your butt and reach back and grab your foot. And you're gonna lean forward again. So I'm all kinds of tight here. So remember, try to get that straight line in your hip. You want to be rolled forward, so you're leaning your knee on, not directly on your knee, but you're on the front of your muscle. Just squeeze your glutes, fully try to get your heel in your butt, and also push your toes back into your hand. This one should not be comfortable. You're doing the stretch right. So 3 more deep breaths. Okay, good. Let's switch legs. So bring your other leg forward, other knee down. I'm gonna switch sides so you can see me. All right, so first, we're just going into that lunge. So toes on the ground in the back. Head forward, hands on the mat. Squeeze your glutes in the back. All right, when you're ready, push your hips back, straighten your front leg, go into our hamstring. So squeeze your quad, toes to your face. You can reach if you want. You can turn your toes in and out a little bit. One more deep breath. your belly, breathe out. Okay, last thing, you're gonna lunge back forward. And you're gonna grab your foot. So back leg, grab your heel. And go back forward into your lunge. So push this hip forward. Push your toes into your hand. Pull your hand to your butt. And squeeze your hips. Couple deep breaths. Last one, breathe in through your nose, fill up your belly, and breathe out. All right. Good. We're gonna do one more stretch quickly. So you're gonna stay on one knee and then extend your other leg and push your hips back. So again, with our adductor, just a little bit of a different angle here. Lower down to the ground. So hips back. Breathe some space into your adductor from our lateral lunges today. All right. When you're ready, put that knee on the ground. We'll extend our other leg. Foot flat on the ground. Hips back. Big deep breaths. Last one in. Fill up your belly. And out. All right. Nice work.